O kaya so, good morning. Merong PM dito, dalawa eh. Anong masabi natin kay General Bantag, former Bucor Director, at kay Ernest Nebrija ng MMDA. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ariel Alberha, known as Prof. Dragon, Associate Professor 1, Corps of Professor, Police National Training Institute, National Capital Region Training Center, Camp Bagong Diwa, Bikutan, Taguig, Titi. So, we have beer drinks. Yeah. And let's drink first. Alright, so any new administration can select a new and entirely secretaries, undersecretaries, and even directors. So kung yung binabanggit ni General Buntag na inalisa doon because of certain things, malabo yun eh, kasi papalitan naman yan isa-isa eh, within the 6 years term. Dapat alam niya yan kasi nasa gobyerno siya eh. Pero itong pagkakaalis sa kanya is by virtue of indefinite suspension, wherein there is an allegation that there is or there are malpractice of him during his stay as the Bucor Director. So, kaya siya nawala sa Bucor is because there is an investigation going on and it's already filed on court. But General Buntag is keep on answering on TV. Alam mo naman yan na General Buntag, eh nasa BJMP ka naman dati. Dapat alam mo na ang sagutan niya ay sa korte, not on a multimedia. Yung binabanggit mo na yung mga bangkay dahil sa COVID, BJMP ka nga, pero yung mga pulis kahapon hindi maniniwala sa dahilan mo. Maraming pwedeng irason kung bakit maraming 100 person deprived of liberties nasa punerarya. Pwede naman i-declare talaga na COVID yan. Pero ang tanong natin, what's the reason? Kaya nga papasok dyan sila Dr. Fortune para i-examine yung body. Diba? So, huwag mo na pangunahan yun dahil separate forensic investigation yun eh. Wala ka alam doon. Pero yung alam mo yung reason mo. Diba? Third, binabanggit din ni General Buntag na siya raw ang nagpatino sa Bureau of Correction. Siguro nagpatahimik. Pero yung nagpatino, hindi siguro. Alam mo ba kung bakit naging Bureau of Correction yan? Prior to Cory administration, ang tawag dyan, Bureau of Prison. Kasi pag sinabi natin na Bureau of Prison, we are penalizing, in criminological knowledge, we are penalizing the wrongdoers in the society. So, let's jail them, let's get them into the prison. Kaya lang, karamihan sa kanila ay lumalaya rin eh. So, kung panay penalize yung nandun sa loob, paglabas yan, uulit at ulit yan. According to the concept of criminological prisonization, no? So, the time of court administration, pinalitan nila yan. Ginawa yan na Bureau of Correction. So, pag sinabi natin na from the word correction, you are to correct the wrongdoers from the way they think, from the way they behave. So, papasok ngayon yung reformation at yung rehabilitation. Pag sinabi natin na reformation, you are going to reform the individual, THD, Total Human Development. Diyan papasok yung tinatawag natin mga therapeutic modalities, yung part of which yung pagsasanay sa kanilang munting skills, no, yung mga pagka-carpentry, handicrafts, yung pagtatanim, no, farming. Part of therapeutic modalities kung saan na-correct natin somehow yung kanilang pag-iisip na imbis na mag-isip na masama, mag-isip kung paano magtanim, magkarpentero, mag-handicrafts. So we keep their minds busy so as not to have a vicious mind. Yun ang bahagi ng rehabilitation. You rehabilitate them Kasi kaya nasa loob ng presyo yan, nagkaroon ng pila yung utak kaya gumawa ng mali. So i-rehabilitate mo yung napila na yun. Yung reformation naman, you're going to reform how the individual would respond to stimuli. So, gawin natin madali. How an individual responds to any action within their environment. Bahagi ng reformation at saka ng rehabilitation ay yung ginagawa silang busy sa mga gawain pangkalusugan, may basketball dyan, may volleyball, chess, games of the general, and so on and so forth. Ay yung tinatawag natin na physically and mentally they are active. As example niyan yung pagtatayo ng mga kubol or a mini house. So sumibol yung maraming kubol doon kahit sa maximum compound. Hanggang sa na-introduce yung conjugal visit kung saan yung the legitimate wife or the spouse of the prisoner would visit them for a certain hours for them to make love to each other. Yung mga yan, yung pagpupuli na yan, yung pang-bisibisita, bahagi ng ano yan ng part ng reformation and rehabilitation. Anong ginawa ni General Buntag? Dinala ang mga SAP, ginawa ang NCRPO, dinala lahat doon. Nagdala pa ng takis, sumaki pa siya ron parang gunggong. General Buntag might be mistaken Bureau of Correction to a certain area in Mindanao wherein there is an extremist fighting the government. There is none. Prisoners are not fighting the government at the time through the proper representation of the Bucor Director. Pinagsisira ni General Buntag yung mga shanties. Siyempre naapektuhan yung yung maayos na yung pag-iisip ko, nagpako-pako na ako dyan, nagsukat-sukat ako ng mga kahoy, tapos biglang sinira sa isang iglap. Yung ginawa ni General Buntag is not acceptable in the realms of reformation and rehabilitation. I'm speaking as criminologist, Filipino criminologist. That is not really acceptable. Hindi naman yung BJMP. Kahit sa BJMP, kulang ng mga recreation at facilities doon. Ang pinairal kasi ni General Buntag yung utak pulbura. Matapang pero ngayon duwag pala, nagtatagpo. If you are a Bucor director, ang dadalim dyan, tama yung ginawa ni Sir Katapang. So okay na yun. Kasi talagang maamoy niyan yung mga droga, yung mga firearm, and so on and so forth. Dagdagan nyo na sir ng metal detector. Kaya yan ang mababanggit natin kay General Buntag. In the first place, he should not been appointed as the Bucor director. He is unfit for that position. Anong ginawa niya? Tinangay niya yung mga BJMP. Bucor yan may sariling force yan May mga correctional officer yan. Ba't din nila may BJMP? Para may dala sa mga tao. Dinala nyo so that they have a control. Iba ang plano nila dyan sa Bucor They control something in there. And that is not serving the people. That is serving your master. Kaya lang, tapos na. Yung admin. So, kalas ka talaga dyan. It so happen na suspindi ka prior to your relinquishment of your position there. Kaya masasabi ko lang sa iyo, General Buntag, Nagdala ka pa ng granada dun sa loob ng Parañaque City Jail. That is uncalled for. Pinipigilan nga yung mga kontraban ikaw pang nauna magdala dun. Di ba? Huwag kang tago dyan sa Cordillera. Hindi kampihan ng lahat ng tao dyan. Alam nilang sablay yung ginawa mo. Harapin mo yung magpal ka ng counter affidavits. I'm not personally against you, but I'm against the way you handle the Bureau of Correction. That is anti-criminology. And you are not fit for that. Ito, i-try natin si General Katapang. Baka magandang magiging function niya doon. Kung paano siya mag-function. So, dito naman kay Colonel Nebriha ng MMDA. Matagal ko nang napapanood yung mga video niya. No? Ang pagkakaiba niya sa mga squibble, yung mga squibble kasi, medyo hindi maganda yung pagsasagot nila sa mga nahuhuli nilang motorista at dun sa mga paghahakot ng mga paninda. No? Kaya one time, dun sa Pasay Rotonda ba yun? Parang napasay doon sa may Ross Boulevard. Binaril dun yung isang squibble alam niyo naman ang mga Pilipino, pag nasobrahan, ganun talaga. Ito naman si Colonel Nebriha. Loud voice lang, pero hindi siya sumisigaw. Talagang mayroon siyang loud voice. Galing ng PMA. Napapansin ko lang dyan. Kaya bata o matanda ang kausap niya. Pareho lang ang kanyang binabanggit. What is that? That is the violation, that is the traffic violation committed by the erring drivers. Pero, sinasaalang-alang pa rin niya kung matanda yung kausap niyo. Meron pa rin po, opo at oo. Kahit pansinin niyo. At kapag medyo nakapag-aral naman, merong sir at ma'am. Pero, in a loud voice, magkamala mong sumisigaw. Yan ang pagkakaiba nila ni General Buntag. General Buntag even challenged the Philippine government, which he withdrew days ago. Ito naman si Colonel Nebriha, hindi mo matang magalang kasi loud voice. Pero kung papasinin mo ang kanyang pananalita, nandun yung paggalang sa community at the same time enforcing the traffic regulation. Okay, so isa lang mabanggit natin dyan, yung sa road clearing operation ay medyo magliway naman kasi nangungunan din yung mga tao. So again, good morning and see you next day.